Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of NHL 20 Be a Pro with our goalie, Everett Scott. In the last episode, we did a couple preseason games, and I told you the next episode would either be some more preseason games or our first game in the NHL. And I decided you guys would probably be tired of seeing the preseason, so I figured I'd just play those on my own time, and we'd start up in our first regular season NHL game. And turns out it's literally the first game of the season against the current Stanley Cup champions, St. Louis Blues. We're on the road, unfortunately. I would have liked our first game of the season to be at home, but that is not the case. But anyway, as you can see on the right, I actually did my goalie equipment, mostly just black and red. I figured that looked a little bit better. I had like some blue in there and some white for like the red, white, and blue type deal since it's the Washington Capitals, but it just didn't really look that good, so I just went with black and red, and I think it looks pretty good. And then I took some of my skill point, or all of my skill points I should say, and my one specialty point, and I put them into quick hands, sealed, stick work, resiliency, movement, and vision. So pretty much just the first for all of them, pretty much, just so that way I don't have to unlock them if I want to move down in the skill tree there, you know. And then for the specialty, I got the deflection saves just because that one was the best one, because it upgrades my vision and my rebound control, and I feel like that's more necessary at a 69 overall right now. So anyway, without further ado, we're going to go play our first ever pro regular season NHL game. And we're not doing the third period since it's our first ever NHL game. We're going to do the full game. So we saw what happened the last time I did a full game, so it could be very interesting. But we'll try our best, and hopefully we come out with the first win of the season under our belt. I'm wondering if if the game has like a Stanley Cup banner raising type deal this year. I know a lot of people want that added, and EA just doesn't listen, I guess.
Hi everybody,
but anyway, I'll let you
welcome
watch.
to St. Louis. He's Ray Ferraro. My name is James Cebulski. There's nothing quite like a clean sheet of ice first night here.
Best part about it, James, nothing that's happened before tonight matters anymore. This is the start of the real deal.
Alright, so unfortunately no Stanley Cup banner raising ceremony or anything like that.
The Capitals take possession here on the open.
Hang on one sec, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to fix some audio. Hopefully I fixed it. Sounded a little off.
Washington's got it into the offensive zone. Whiffs on that.
So I'm hoping that we can have a Stanley Cup winning team here. Not like that, we won't. Spoke too soon, I guess, but I wasn't paying attention, so I'll blame that on myself. So not going so well right away at the first period, but we'll just chalk that up to St. Louis wanting to score first because they're the Stanley Cup champions. So that doesn't really make any sense if you think about it, but I'm just going to say it. There you go, Carlson. What? Why'd you pass it back like that? You could have had a 2-on-1. Oh, close shot. Carlson picks it up. There you go. Kuznetsov scores to tie it here. A quick 2 goals in this first period. I wish both goals were from our team, but it's a tie game, so better than nothing. Could be losing 2-0.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. Good read by the winger as the two centers tie up. The Blues take it across the line. Moves it to Bozak, and he makes the save.
I did not know if I made the save, but the announcer said I did, so I'm going to take him for his word.
Picks off the pass.
All right, I'm going to hold on to it there. Get off me there. Some hopefully good news is that the Washington Capitals were pretty dominant in the games I played off camera for the rest of the preseason. They scored a lot while I was actually in the game, not just through simulation, because I only did the third periods in those. So hopefully that'll transition into the actual gameplay here, and we'll see them score. Nice save, came out for it, cover it, hold it. I accidentally hit the R2 button. Good thing he didn't pass it out. That could have been bad. I knew I had to get off the post there because a lot of the time if you're hugging the post and they come up around the net like that, they're going to score over the top of your shoulder that's away from the post, if that makes sense. I know what I meant. And I'm pretty sure if you're an avid NHL player, you know what I'm talking about. Nice save by Binnington.
And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play.
I heard that the St. Louis Blues aren't really a good team in this game with the simulation, so that seems very strange considering that usually when a team wins a Stanley Cup the next year in the NHL game, they're pretty good. I think that goal was a good attempt on my end. It was a nice cross crease one time. I made the initial save, gave up the rebound, and just didn't make it over in time. I saw the rebound was coming. I just couldn't get across in time. Yeah, because I made the initial save, kicked it out in front of me, and just couldn't get over. Extended out the blocker, and it just snuck past me. So the Blues are back up by 1 goal again here. But we still have time.
We'll see what they do with it. It's one thing to get it. It's quite another to stretch it out and not let your opponent breathe.
I don't think I'm doing too bad so far in my first game.
Certain saves are more difficult than others.
Oh, and another interesting thing that I saw during the preseason, Jonathan Toews, the captain for the Blackhawks. There was nothing I could do there. Nice pass, too quick of a shot. I couldn't have got it. But anyway, to finish my thought, Jonathan Toews, the captain for Chicago, he was on the Islanders. When I saw that, I was completely baffled. Here we go. Nice attempt by Oshie. But yeah, I saw Toews was on the Islanders, and I was just baffled. Like, why? Why would the frickin' CPU put Toews on the Islanders? I can't even think of a good trade for anyone on the Islanders that we could get in order to give up Toews, you know. I mean, maybe in a few more years, maybe. Nice interception there by Eller. Probably saved us another goal. But yeah, some of these CPU trades that happen in Be a Pro, I just don't understand how they would ever work.
Handles the puck. Quick shot. The Capitals get a hold of the puck along the boards. Now he takes it over the line.
Like Brock Besser on the Pittsburgh Penguins, you'd have to give up quite a big chunk of probably trade picks and a few players to even get close to trade value for Brock Besser.
Washington's got the puck along the wall. Slides it diagonally to Hall. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection.
I don't know. I'm waiting to see some other interesting lineups for other teams.
Washington's got possession.
But anyway, enough about that. Let's focus on the game here. Little over 4 minutes left to go in this first period. We're down by 2 now, unfortunately.
Looks to set up at the point now.
I'd say those last 2 goals
Down low.
are goals that I wouldn't have been able to stop. At my overall, with my attribute ratings and stuff, there was no way I would have gotten it. Maybe if I was like
Picked up along the wall.
an 80 overall, maybe I would have gotten them. But
Takes it from the other side.
so I don't really think that any goals I've given up in this game have been
Pass.
like really weak goals,
Takes the feed.
except that
That's 3.
that one was interesting, and then the first one I gave up was interesting.
St. Louis probably doesn't want this.
Maybe we should have just played the third period the more I think about it, but it's only the first. Hopefully my team can come back and at least tie it.
Tie up.
I don't even know what the heck that was.
Has it behind the cage.
This is starting to look like that Pittsburgh Penguins game in the preseason.
Got it along the wing. Offside is the call, but we'll have a face-off just outside the offensive zone. St. Louis has outshot, outscored, and generally outplayed them here in this first period.
Things were looking pretty good when we tied it up right away, and then I gave up the go-ahead goal
The defensive end.
not too long after that, and it just went downhill ever since.
Lets it fly. Oh,
My teammate,
no, he scores. He thought he had it, but it must have gone off him. It's in the net.
that one was not my fault whatsoever. And another update file notification. Thank you. Swear there's been one of those in every single episode. But yeah, I stopped it, and then Dmitry Orlov is trying to pick up the frickin' puck and pushes it in the damn net.
Up big here late in the first period. O'Reilly's won the draw.
I'm gonna get pulled before this first period's even over.
And comes up empty.
Well, anyway, this isn't looking too good after one period, unfortunately. Let's hope that the second period is
Pipes here.
up.
He can't get over to the bench quick enough. Now he can
Well,
get that mask, throw it
I was kind of right. Got pulled after
and try and relax.
the first period.
Night for him.
Well, that is
I'm James, second period.
not good. Well, that stinks. No point in wasting time watching that one. I'm sorry, guys. That was awful. I think, yeah, 7-3. That's the exact same score. We lost to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Yeah, but I think from now on, until I start to get better, unless it's a super important game like a Stanley Cup game, after that performance, I don't think I would be starting in the Stanley Cup playoffs. But anyway, like if it was an important game, like a winner goes to the next round or winner wins the Stanley Cup type scenario, I'd play the full game. But until we get a little bit better, like maybe 73, 74, mid-70s, I think it's probably best if I just do third periods. But I'm really sorry. That was awful on my part. Even though that last goal I gave up, not my fault. I'm just saying. So anyway, game 1 we lose. Let's see how game 2 against the New York Islanders goes. We win 3-1, so we've come back from that big loss and get a win. Now we are playing our first home game of the season. I am not starting. Going up against the 1-0 Carolina Hurricanes. Get some training in here. I can't do that one. We'll do movement training. And we lose our home opener, so that stinks. Wonder when the next game I'm going to play. We lose 3-2 against Dallas, so we are 1-3-0 here. But we're on the road against the Nashville Predators, who are 1-2-0. So we could improve to 2-3-0, and we could bump them down to 1-3-0 if we win this game. Like I said, we're doing the third period. So, first period. Holy crap. Panik, Ovechkin, and Hathaway scored to make it 3-0. On Rene? That's surprising. Anyway, second period. Turris scores on me to make it a 2-goal game. But anyway, let's get into it. They have any alternates? I didn't think so. Well, they have 2010 and 11 alternates, but I don't like those jerseys, so we'll just do regular home and away jerseys then. Anyway, let's hope that our second start of the year goes a lot better than our first start of the year. I don't think it could really be any worse, but you never know. I just got to pay attention. But we're up by 2, so that's good news.
Barring extra time, the final frame of this one. Here we go. Third period is underway. Works it across to Arvidsson. Floats the saucer pass.
Nice interception there by Hall. Or blocked, I guess, not an interception.
And that one's broken up by a great defensive play. Nashville's got it into the offensive zone. Offside.
It'll be interesting to see how Nashville performs in real life since they traded away, I think, a few decent key players to their team. The only one I know of for sure is Subban. That's the only one I remember off the top of my head. But I could be wrong. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't really keep track of trades. There you go. Taylor Hall scores. 3-goal game again. But yeah, the only trades I really paid attention to, well, I guess I didn't really pay attention to trades, I guess. I paid attention to free agents, like Artemi Panarin and Sergei Bobrovsky, that type of deal. But nice backhand goal, just sneaks it behind Rene there.
Washington's having a lot of fun out there tonight, but Ray, I can imagine it's a different.
If only this was on home turf, that'd be a lot better.
The other half, this game can't end quick enough.
Washington's got it along the wall.
Stick lifted there by Ellis.
Carries it in. Quick feed to Duchesne. Right in the slot. Forsberg's got it along the wing. Slides it over with pace to Ellis.
I think that was poked.
Sends a pass over.
Orlov, Kuznetsov.
Kuznetsov's going to play it against the half wall.
Passed it back to no one by the looks of it.
To Ekholm. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Takes that pass back at the point.
Get it! Get over, get over.
Save right there. Washington's moving the puck
I
to center ice.
don't know how they didn't score there, to be honest.
Shot.
Nice shot by Ovi. Rene stops it. You know, Pekka Rene is one of those goalies who you just want him so badly to win a Stanley Cup, because every year in the playoffs, when Nashville makes the playoffs, he's pretty much dominant from the start of the game to the end of it. You know, obviously he has a few bad games, but every goalie has that. But for how well he is in the Stanley Cup playoffs, you'd think that the Predators would have had a Stanley Cup by now. And they just don't. The year when they went up against, a few years ago when they went up against the Pittsburgh Penguins, I think a lot of people were wanting Nashville to win, whether they liked the team or not. I know I was, but I'm not a hater of the Nashville Predators, I guess. They're not my favorite team. They're a division rival for my team. But I still support them. And I do not like the Pittsburgh Penguins. So obviously, the 2 years that they were in the Stanley Cup Final, I was rooting for both teams, the Sharks and the Predators, to beat them. But unfortunately, the Penguins won both years.
Quick's got it against the board.
But now we have the Capitals and the Blues, who have won the past 2 years, so that's a lot better if you ask me.
Washington's showing no signs of slowing down here in this third period, up big time.
I personally would really like to see like Arizona win the Stanley Cup, or at least make the playoffs, you know. I feel like they have a decent like team to have a good playoff run. They just, I don't know if they have terrible coaching or what, but Panik with a nice attempt there. Golden chance, just missed. Nice hit there. Wilson over to Orlov. Ovechkin with the puck. But yeah, I'd like to see teams that you don't really think of. Oh, my guy was on the post. I went off. I tried to get off the post and he moved over to the other side of the net. Yeah, see, he tried to freaking go back to the... He tried to go hug the post again. We're still up by 2 though, so... Get away. That is not what I wanted to do. What am I doing? I'm just trash in this episode. They're going to send me back down to the freaking AHL team. Nice poke there to block it by Eller. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out for anything. Nice job getting out of the zone. Save it, cover it. Nice job, Kempney.
Retrieves the puck, trying to kickstart this power play. Fires one off target. He misses again. He's had so many chances. He's got nothing to show.
Nice job.
And manages to clear the zone.
Just make him chase it. Don't give him any opportunities. Just keep him out of our zone and make him chase the puck.
There's a shot.
How did that get by me? I swear I was in position there. This episode is just trash. But that's what happens when you're a goalie. You give up crappy goals. Nice attempt by Hall. Rene passes it out. Kuznetsov picks it up. Ovi picks it up back to Kuznetsov. Around the net. In front to Ovi. One times it. Can't do anything with it. But no, as our overall starts to go up and I start to play this a little more, I think I'll get better, and I think we'll be able to play full games, or at least not give up goals in situations like we were in, where we were up by 3 there for a while. And I think eventually we'll get to the point where we don't give up any goals, or at least only 1. I'd prefer to only give up at 1 goal when I play the third period, not 2. 2's better than 3 though, when you're talking about getting scored on. Oh, is that another penalty? Yep. Well, good thing is we only have 47.6 seconds. Bad news, they have a power play. So,
puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Deep inside the defensive zone, trying to clear the puck. And that's a big defensive play with that clearing.
They just got to focus. Nice interception there, Smith. There you go. Make him chase it. We don't have to worry about it too long. Not much time left. We just got to hold him off. Thought I slid too far over there. Nice glove save. Hold it. Not going to do anything stupid. Not in this situation, anyway.
Extra attacker out here with the empty net on the line with his face-off.
18.7 seconds.
You need the face-off.
Center's jammed up and the winger grabs the puck. And that goes off.
Nice block in front.
In front. And that skips away on
Cover it, cover it, cover it.
deflection.
I do not know how none of my teammates could pick that up. Don't know how I made the save either.
And he's not able to score.
Get it out of here, please.
Time is certainly not on their side.
There we go.
She wrote from
Alright, so my first career NHL win. I wonder if they'll... There we go.
Thinking about the time as the clock ran down.
I wish it could have been in our first start, not our second, but... Hey, we got our first NHL win. First NHL regular season win, I should say.
Ferraro, I'm James Cebulski. Thanks for joining us tonight.
But anyway, that was not a very good episode, so I apologize. But yeah, like I said, from now on till we start to get a little better, like mid-70s overall, I think we're just going to be playing the third periods. That way I can get about 2 games in per episode, so I think that'll be pretty good. But yeah, we're going to go back to the main menu and see who we'll be taking on in our next game in the next episode. It says we're playing against Dallas. And we are. So we are 2-3-0 going up against the 1-2-2 Dallas Stars. After 5 games, Taylor Hall is the point leader with 8 points. So, pretty good. And we are 4th, so it could be worse. We could be dead last. Wow, the Oilers are in 1st. That's surprising. Wow, look at the Blues, 4-0. And I said that they simulate bad in this game. Anyway, that'll do it for this episode. If you liked the episode, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. And I will catch you all in the next episode with our goalie, Everett Scott. See you guys later.